live. Okay. That's muted. Send out the tweet to pretend I have anybody tuning in. Well, I know at least one person is going to tune in because I'm going to go bother him directly. Okay, and now you may or may not have noticed we are currently in the void. That's because there's one mod I have to use for Dragon's Dogma. It's mandatory. So if all this DRM nonsense comes to a head with Capcom, then you know what? I'm willing to die on this hill. Because this is something necessary. Okay. Doesn't seem like it's broken yet. Because we're going to be testing some stuff. Yeah, if you played back in 2012, it doesn't seem on it. But this has been gone ever since Dark Arisen, and they lost the rights to what I would consider the theme song of Dragon's Dogma. At least the theme for what should be your basic menu music now. Gotta have my damn cock rock. For all the things I tested, my Xbox controller, the right trigger is stuck. It's not the right trigger, it's the right button. You know, I'm just gonna have to push really hard on it because this has already been going on a while. The stuff I was trying to not break earlier. But yeah, this music helped me a little better. Okay. We need the fucking cock rock back in Dragon's Dogma 2. If they don't put it in there by default, I'm gonna mod that too. I don't care if you got Danuvo, I don't care if you got Enigma. You need to ride into free. Okay, well, I'm not gonna sit here and just listen for the entire song. We have to play the game eventually. Yeah, the old data was just me making sure the game would function, because, things to test. This has a rather common problem with older games, but still, even some new releases, whereby, basically they don't have a functioning borderless window mode. So I had to see how it will behave with things like VTube Studio. So, for example, the game is frozen right now, because I pressed the Windows key to get out of it. But I tab back in. Yeah, you're going to lose about 3-5 seconds. Don't get too attached to any of these items. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need that right button back, but unfortunately... I'm just gonna have to roll with that being sticky for the time being. Not how I would normally bind it. But I wouldn't use Skyward or Hindsight. I do like Fighter a bit, but this is probably going to end up being a Mystic Knight. I'm not going to be playing one the entire time, but...
Roost is just beyond. We should hurry.
Let's see here.
We near our journey's end. The final station of our long struggle.
So, first things first.
It shows itself. It's beyond imagining.
You know, aside from the arson-based genocide.
And in numbers, a weakling is still.
Forge in my fire, the next link in the endless chain.
Follow me, Arisen. Wait for the rift. Here.
Now, if you're waiting for me to explain anything, you might want to wait until we're out of the tutorial. And I'm also going to be flipping back and forth between things that I've been testing, just to try and make sure things don't completely break, you know? For instance, VTube Studio currently does not like my face. Depending on who would.
I'll have a look around. Let us see what we have.
Is our valor pit against the worm
No interruption.
Yeah, I am quite.
Strength in numbers, Arisen.
I grant you fire's blaze!
Feel it close by, Arisen. Stay ever ready as we advance. Are there no other survivors? Come, Master!
I think there's a chest there when you come back, right before Grigori. And over here, gold. Nothing to really write home about. You could put your own lantern out if you go that deep into the, what's it called? Electron? Or, nope, that's not right at all, I don't think. The water. The drainage.
Watch your step. A survivor! Right this way. Come, Master!
Well, you're not that chatty today? Or you won't chat because I have my weapon out. There we go.
Arisen, you've come. I fear our defeat is plain to see. We thought to inundate the worm with sheer numbers, a sea of blades. 'Twas a fool's hope. Our sea runs dry, and the Duke's army is lost in the gambit. Arisen, I beg you, sir, grant vengeance to those who've fallen. If this be of use, I will give it.
Hunt monsters. Got it. I was gonna do that anyway. VTube Studio refuses to play nice. Oh my god. I guess I'll go back to the RTX version just for a moment to see if that works. It's not gonna be worse. Well, it could be worse, actually. I'm gonna attempt fate. It could be worse. It could be better. Okay, it's not exploding yet. I'm gonna count that as a win. So now I need to go back to that window. A little bit of delay because it doesn't have proper borderless mode. Even games with a functioning borderless mode will sometimes just break if you click outside the window. On a good day, they'll minimize. On a bad day, you can't predict what's going wrong. And, yeah. Okay. And now for the most annoying part of the prologue.
More bodies. The worm must be made to settle this debt.
The harpies. Because I don't have any magic or ranged options. The best I can do... Best I can do is jump to
Use
it.
their voice! A flying beast arisen!
I want you fire's blaze!
Monsters have made a shambles of this place.
This way! It's far stronger than a common goblin.
Okay, where's the rest of them?
We'll rout them in a single charge.
Equal numbers. A
We
weakling
cannot
is a
suffer the
weakling
worm to
still.
work any further atrocities.
My aim has been worse.
They want the advantage!
There we go.
Snow harpy!
Took their
Leave it to
time.
me.
I'll draw its attention!
I'll strike with fire before it recovers.
I'll set it back to
Lure them down and strike!
Snow harpies. It hates fire.
Rain steel upon it!
Oh, I didn't see you had it. Okay.
I'll provoke it!
Beware the harpy sword!
Yeah, I like having ranged options, even if it's not the best, so I'm going with something magical. If you're expecting me to play a two-handed warrior, you're gonna be disappointed.
Our goal
I
is
might
ahead.
play one once I get to level... level infinite, yeah, so it's gonna be a while. Yeah, there's nothing else in the area. Yeah, some minor boxes, a chest, but really...
Our goal is
What is my brain defaulting to in buttons? Has it been that long since I played Dragon's Dogma? It might actually be. I think the last time I played Dark Arisen on PS4 was probably 2020, maybe 2021. I had at least 2 years of rest
Arisen!
to work
This
off.
way, sir! The worm
Feel
awaits
it
beyond,
close
sir.
by, Arisen.
I should be proud to
Stay
guide.
ever ready as we advance.
We'd hidden away here, for fear of the beasts all
I
around.
wonder what's inside.
Arisen! This way, sir!
We cannot suffer
Our
the worm
army
to work
is
any
routed.
further atrocities.
Tis plain truth. Beyond that grand door, the dragon
Feeling
makes
close
its
by,
roost.
Arisen. Stay ever ready as we advance.
Okay, nobody else wants to chat, so... Let's go for the clearly not, death bait. It was so nice to get to know this NPC. I'm gonna go for the snake head first, the goat, and yeah. I think that's as safe as ever.
I'll seal its magic!
There we go. should be shielding, but at this point the damage is inconsequential. There we go. My favorite weapon, the shield. No looting yet. No sense wasting it on this stage of the fight, so...
Now choose, flee, or step forth. Take hold of what lies beyond. Claim mastery over the eternal ring.
Okay, and there we go. And now we get to see how a dragon is born a few months after Skyrim came out. Over a decade before Baldur's Gate 3. And it appears my model is still not playing nice with VTube Studio. So I'm going to have to reset that again once we are past this cutscene. How's the bad ending? Seriously, I've never gotten to transform into a dragon unless I was deliberately fucking myself over for the sake of getting it. This just doesn't seem doable. But damn if Grigor is not a fan-fucking-tastic dragon. Grig's on a rampage! Okay, so I need to reboot the VTube Studio again. I don't know what's going wrong with it. It keeps flickering my face in and out for tracking, so it just spontaneously appears about every third frame. I feel like if I'm rounding up. So I'm going to go back to tracking level 5. Hopefully that functions at least. Oh yeah, it's adding extra lines, but... Go on, calibrate it. You are not inspiring confidence right now. Maybe if I change my light settings? No, that's not it. Well, this is why I said this was going to be a stream where I probably break a lot of stuff. Because I already am. Oh, Margaret Joseph. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the chat right now. A lot of stuff was breaking. I'm doing all right. How about you? Are you enjoying all the scuff? This is going terribly. Nope. I think I got the camera working again. Well, it's not the camera that was broken. It was the face tracking. Okay, I'm going to re-enable that, and there we go. And since today is a day for testing, I've got one more thing you might not be expecting to see here, because usually I don't need help breaking it. I have a capture card functioning, And it should be showing that part of the feed momentarily. There we go! Because I want to make my character look exactly how I had them in my last playthrough as a Mystic Knight. And I think my model just went back to idle? Something's broken. No? Okay. Okay, I'm going to see if that level of lighting improves anything. Maybe I should just turn off the model for today, because something's clearly busted. I do not know what I'm doing. Okay. The model is responding. If I go into settings, I have to disable that again. Maybe this is just the hard fact that I have overwhelmed my computer with too many things at once. I might as well open a third tab of Chrome. Okay, and yeah, I have 1 FPS and my confidence is 0%, and that's the camera, not me, by the way. The face tracking, however you want to phrase it. So it's losing it what seems like every too damn often. So I'm going to change the tracking level. Maybe level 4 will be a bit more compatible today. I honestly don't know why this is happening, because you may or may not notice I got rid of the watermark. My sister and her husband gave me some cash for Christmas. I ended up paying to get the multiplayer collaborative options, and also remove the watermark for VTube Studio. And it's not working right now. Oh dear. Okay. Camera off. Webcam FPS limit. No, I don't think that's... Tracking level... You know, at least RTX was moving, so I'm going to put that back on. I'm still getting that bizarre flickering issue. And it is, on occasion, spontaneously deciding my face is about 10 inches in another location. Goody! Frequency, anti-flicker. The anti-flicker's not working. I can see everything flicking. Okay, I will continue troubleshooting that later. For now, I do want to get on with the stream, so let me just turn that back on. And, as you can see, I got my capture card working. I should probably not be using the capture card for console separately from the main stream, because I have OBS working on, well, now, multiple different sources of input, which could be causing this. I'll have to do more experimenting later. But for now, though, I want to get into character creation. And I want to make my character look a certain way. Because I can. Okay. So yeah, I have the PlayStation inputs for my console capture device. I'm using an Xbox controller on PC, so you don't always have to hear the clickety-clack of my damn mechanical keyboard. Will it let me select my name? Okay, the controller is responding, but for some reason it's not letting me put in my name. Okay, there it is. Okay. That is a bizarre thing with the controller and okay. I'll start with the default. I got something custom I want to do anyway. And now more voice type 4, yeah. Okay.
conquer.
Phase 3, and I need to do some edits. Yeah, in this case, face edit going down one actually makes your neck longer because there's multiple face sizes and then neck lengths. So, a bit longer there. And for skin color, let's go Irish. You did save all those customs, yeah? Yeah, okay. Hair color. Do I already have the current color that I like? Yeah, I like the default color on this. Okay. My poor fucking CPU. Yeah, once I'm done with the character creation for myself and my pawn, I'm gonna turn off the capture card, because poor thing's probably struggling. Okay. I have multiple controllers in my hand. I'm trying to remember Microsoft and Sony inputs. Yeah, this can only go well. Okay, default position, default spacing, size, I go a little bit larger, yeah, okay. Eye color. And I keep my pawn heterochromic, but my Arisen is monochromic. Okay, 39. Vertical position, I go a little bit down. I think I keep the default spacing, or default spacing and color, or you set to the proper thing from default. Yep. Nose 2. Go slightly up, and I think I go slightly on the small side. Mouth 15? 15. Okay. I think I actually just use the default ears straight up. No, I do not. I use 5. Okay. Slightly more forward. You can't really tell the ears because of the hairstyle I choose, but okay, I'm just checking the model versus. Looks like I got most things the way I like them. Yeah, I should hope so. I'm looking directly at a feed from my damn PlayStation 4. Okay, now the body. You might be thinking this is all just me stylizing character for an aesthetic I like. But in terms of body, you'll notice the height and the weight at the bottom of the screen. This does have a direct impact. Your height impacts not only your hitbox, but the spaces you're able to navigate. For instance, if you make a short enough character, let me just see here. You make a short enough character, you can actually delve down into goblin holes. However, this does come at the price of you not having as wide a reach with your melee weapons. Versus if you go for a tall character, yeah, you do risk taking more damage because there's more surface area, but you also can reach further. And that's not just reaching further in terms of attack, but in terms of platforming. You can be too short to reach certain areas, even with a double jump. Meanwhile, you can just be tall enough that you can walk over areas that a shorter character might have to jump. Now let me just see here. For my stature, I like to go a bit on the tall side, not max tall. For weight, I do slim a little. Weight, we were just talking about height. Weight actually impacts your stamina regeneration rate and your carry capacity. So if you want to carry more stuff, which you can based on larger character to a certain extent, you are carrying more versus getting your stamina back faster. If you go for a tall and slender character, you get the best of both worlds. It's not maxed out on either one, but it's the best for balance. Skin color... yeah, I already got that matching. Now for build. Yeah, no. I do like the character a bit broader than this, but I'm going to go with skinny as the musculature. And let me see here. Yeah, take down the bust to size. Medium is premium, even if right now it looks more like a cutting board. But trust me, if you go for bigger sizes, it will just look absurd in certain armor sets. So yeah. Medium is just to avoid me going insane over clipping with certain outfits. Okay, which torso do I use? Torso 3? And yeah, you can see as I'm selecting torsos, that impacts your height and your weight. So there's more than just being taller or fatter or more muscular. You do have to consider your individual body parts. Have I told you this is one of my favorite character creators ever? Hell, Dragon's Dogma itself is probably one of my top 10 favorite games of all time. Arms 8. Yeah, and you can see here, it's just like, you're basically choosing width and length, thickness, musculature. Like, if you wanted to, you could basically make an orangutan that's as tall as a hobbit. I don't know why you would want to do that, but you can. Okay, that goes 8, that goes to 6. Terminal Hank Hill Syndrome versus... you could go a lot worse. You could go full on ABDL, but no. This one will be fine. And for stance, let me see here. I go slightly on the imposing side, so your character arches back a little. And then for stance, that is basically how you're either narrow or spread. So that goes to that, that goes to that. And, sometimes I change my stance depending on which class I'm playing, just for the sake of feeling more in the vibe. Like, Mystic Knight, I could probably justify going full-on macho, versus full-on ladylike, that would feel like a mage or sork. I'm just gonna go with this for the time being. And now to features. Okay. Now, for edit head, this is mostly just cosmetic, okay? Like, if you go into face shape, I think it is... you can give yourself big head, which does technically make you taller. Everything else in this category, though, edit head, basically just cosmetic. Edit body, this is where you have the most statistical influence. 189.572Z. Yeah, okay, that's working. You can also test expressions. I'll do that once I finish editing the features. Okay, so I like to do... let's see... I like to do a beauty mark. Can you tell I'm a Bayo fan? Okay, wrinkles. Wrinkles I think I have all the way at shallow. You can go decrepified if you like. Me, nah, I'm going with more youthful. Almost elven. For a while I did actually use the elven ears on this design, but I think I like it better as human, especially since we're getting a whole separate species as elves in the next game. What just went off? Okay. I do have some friends online, and when I say online, I mean line, the application, so I try to pay attention to that at least a little bit. Okay, I use 8. And then for detail, okay. Is that the same one? Yeah, that's the same one. The lips feel more desaturated than I remember. More orangey than brown. That'll function. And this is just general color adjustment in case I'm missing anything. Hair color, I have the way I like. Skin color, yep. Makeup color, yep. Eye color, yep. Okay. So I'm going to disable the capture card again, at least for a moment. I'm not really disabling it, I'm just removing the visibility in OBS. I will have to go back to that for my pawn. So I'm going to bring that up to the menu I need later, just to leave it there. Okay! And before I get in there, I choose a female for my Arisen, and I'm also going to do female for my pawn. This is strictly for a difficulty-based reason. There's one area you have to go through, or have to. There are roundabout ways to it, but there's one area you should go through, and they will automatically attack you if there are any men in your party. So the easiest way is to just have you, your pawn, and any other rented pawns be women. You can also cross-dress pawns in your party, and yourself, if you have the right outfit. But the cross-dressing outfit has no armor value, and sometimes the bandit camp that will attack you on sight is finicky with their aggression range. So I prefer to just have women for that point in the game. It does make the early part slightly harder, because female characters have a greater chance of enraging, ogres? But if you're looking at making things harder on purpose, going for an all-male party does actually make things harder. You do have a slightly easier time with ogres earlier on, but elder ogres are a much bigger threat, and those are late game. So arguably, if you start with 2 female characters and then transition them both into male characters before you get to the end game, that would make things generally harder. It depends on how you consider the female bandit camp, though. There's arguments to be made, is what I'm saying. I am ready to play. I would have read that, but I didn't have time, so I'll do some dramatic voices later.
Perfect. Come on, hey. Oh, tell me something, hey. Keep up. Find us here. Wait, there.
Look out, it's the anti-leprechaun. Then again, I can't be that Irish. I don't have freckles. My family is actually part Irish. We got a lot of coverage across Europe. We're mystery meat. Except no mystery.
Hear ye, hear ye! The prophets have spoken, friends. The dragon's return is nigh. Join the honourable Duke's ranks and help us be rid of the foul beast. The day has come to lay down rod and reel and take up the sword.
You should have acknowledged the childhood friend, and now disaster has to occur.
It's the dragon!
That catwalk build looks a little ridiculous while running without armor, I gotta say. That was our favorite brick building, you bastard. The only other thing we have to note in this landmark is fish. And the water is infested with brine, so we can't even get the fish. That's a great bullshit idea for how to make things unable to swim. The floor is lava, except the water for the entire country. Okay, are you ready for a boss fight you can't win? Like, if you do a percentage of damage. Yeah. Come on, put your feet back down. I'm gonna poke. I'm not attacking you for the front. I'm going for the rear flank. And no matter which part of him you attack, you do end up in the front at the end. See? I am built like a goddamn twig. He probably could have just breathed on me and ended it all. Oh no, my clip's only at 99 out of 100. Now I have to reload. Waste the repair kit, sure.
Io acquarata misquierait.
You can't kill me with petrification. Oh wait, I don't have my softeners yet. Damn it. You could kill me with petrification.
Mi esquarota pronto la
That bassy talking Latin just penetrated me. Oh, he stole my heart. I should have saved this for Valentine's Day. No. I want to play sooner.
Mi esquarate et malaga.
I am standing still, but my model is freaking out. So... that's probably not good.
Help me! She's still alive!
Her V-neck's all wet. She's showing off her badass girl boss scar. You gotta see this. I feel bad now I missed the one person in chat. And, purely by accident.
Take up arms, newly arisen.
Now, it says you need to prepare, but you can actually...
Take up arms, Arisen. For my kind do not heed the toothless.
He's only going to chastise you twice, though. You could walk out of here without grabbing something, but I don't want to know how that fucks up my stats. So... NPCs, they have nothing to say, they're just bellyaching. But you still have all of your internal organs. What are you complaining about? Okay, now, for the starting vocations, my favorite of these three has to be Strider, but I got a build in mind, so I have to start as a fighter. And let me just break this momentarily. Okay. Go back into that instance. And the spreadsheet's not going to show. Okay. I'll just... Very much abridged version. Okay. My plan for this is to go fighter until level 10. Then I'm going to change vocation to a ranger from level 11 to level 50. After that, I can actually play the class I want to play, Mystic Knight. Mystic Knight's probably my favorite class in Dragon's Dogma 1. My first playthrough, I invested heavily in Assassin, but yeah, I got rid of that save and started over again when I got to do the Dark Arisen expansion, because I wanted to play Mystic Knight that badly. Okay, so Fighter 1 to 10, Ranger 11 to 50, Mystic Knight 51 to 100. And here's the part where, because of the way stats work on level up in this game, you have to play classes you don't really like. Because Assassin, up until, like, 101 to 112, yeah, okay, I can dig that one. I like Assassin. Sorcerer, 113 to 200. I'm not feeling that one. But if I want to do Magic Cannon, I gotta play damn near 90 levels of Sorc. So, yeah. Yeah, I gotta. At least I get some shield practice early on. Okay. A clean cloth. That was worth the vandalism. Okay.
You say it left a glowing scar?
Yes. The wound has closed, and it seems the worst
Now,
has passed.
just imagine how much more ridiculous my torso peeking out from behind that corner would be if I didn't shrink my damn bust. Trust me, you do not want to max out your Opie slider in this game. You don't.
Yes.
Ill magic, the work of some curse.
I'm already a soulless monster. My character is Ginger.
Dragon. Won't no good come of this. I must go see to the others, Kina. Tell me if aught changes here.
All right.
Yes, I have the correct height ratio, but unfortunately no dick.
You should be abed. I wish you would not strain yourself so. I worry for you, cuz.
So anybody who wants to romance her, remember, get your banjo ready. She's not actually your cousin, by the way. It's just what you call the other villagers.
If so, that's not something I know how to heal. But there must be a way. You were not the only one to suffer the wrath of the worm, cuz. There were many wounded. Others... some were not so fortunate. The whole village was worried about you. They'd be well relieved to see you up and about. Perhaps you might go and see the others, if you feel well enough. You fight for this village, and here I sit with my hands at my sides. Oh, I feel so very helpless. I tremble to think what the dragon might have wrought without your brave defiance.
Oh yeah, you really needed that thorn in the lion's paw. This mouse knows what she's doing.
Our village, burned to a cinder, or swept to sea like so much driftwood. We all of us appreciate your sacrifice. Praise the Maker, your home was left standing. Though I am pleased to say most of the damage caused by the attack has been mended by now.
So I avenged that brick for nothing.
We've buried our new dead at the church. Spare them a final prayer, won't you? I fear we know precious little of your condition. I only ask you not take your wellness as license for wildness. Be careful.
I defy you. I will not be careful. I'm gonna do some bullshit.
I fear we know precious little of...
Okay. There's some niceties you can grab in here. Not really essential. Honestly, you could probably just go straight to the encampment. But if it's not nailed down, I'm gonna grab it. And this is for some... I don't understand the design choice. They always make it so your first time stepping out of the cabin is overcast. Like, maybe if you waste enough time in there, it will progress the timer. I'm gonna grab some quests.
I'd craft dressings for the wounded had I the makings. If only I'd known. Cuz I need a favor. Can you fetch the flowers I need from outside the village? I need more of the one you see there. And one other sort besides. The more you can find, the better.
Now, I can't remember the timing that forces these quests to auto-fail, so I'm actually going to let you in on something. I'm planning on failing a bunch of quests in my first playthrough on purpose, because I want to have the items ready to stockpile for my, forger. Don't get too close to the gate yet. Don't grab the book yet. Thankfully, you have infinite stamina while you're in a non-hostile area. Things I'm glad Monster Hunter stole, by the way. Or, Monster Hunter is before you get into any kind of violent engagement.
What I can help you with?
'Tis selfish to beg a favor in such times, I know, but there is aught I would ask your help in. Might we speak a moment? Privately. My thanks. 'Tis a sensitive matter. I would ask your discretion. In the wake of the dragon's coming, many of the villagers have come to offer prayers. As a novice and a newcomer, I welcome the chance to be of use, but my scriptures are missing. I have yet to commit the verses to memory. Without the text, I cannot offer up a proper prayer. The scriptures were secure in the chapel last I saw them. I do not wish to believe them stolen. If you come upon them, pray see them back to me. I would be ever in your debt.
Okay, now I sense I've already made a mistake for what I was planning on. Where is that? Oh, that button is still sticking. Okay. Adventure log, okay. Quests completed, total quests completed, okay. So there's nothing for, like, quests failed tracker, thankfully. Although, it will still show up in the quest log. But I'm telling you this. I'm gonna grab all the quests, but I'm not going to progress any of them yet. And I can't remember which NPC is it that gives you the quest to tell one of the other guys that his brother's dead. I know I'm being very glib about it.
You look well, child.
If you're being particularly brazen, you can rob the shopkeepers. I don't think they'll take any umbrage at it, since it's just a gathering spot. They don't have flags for stealing, like you would expect from something like an Elder Scrolls. So I think the NPC is actually in this building. I could be getting things backwards. Nope, not here. I can't remember where you find this last quest. You can kill the birds if you like. Honestly, without a ranged weapon, even with a ranged weapon, it's not worth it. Mooncloak can spawn in that area, but it has to be dark for it. I'm trying to remember where this NPC is. I should have grabbed this one before I did the church, because now the patrols are off of my usual... okay. Now I'm looking for somebody with a green one. And there's a lot of looting I could be doing right now. I'm skipping over it because you'll get a pawn for yourself soon, and that just strictly gives you more carrying capacity. I can't remember where this NPC is. Yeah, this is where the book is. I'm not going to grab it until I get my personal pawn. That way, it tracks the information, giving it extra stars. Oh, I'm drawing such a blank here. I can't remember where that damn NPC is. Oh, I'm going to be spending a lot of time in this chair having to reprogram my pawn. I can already tell. Where the hell is this NPC I'm trying to remember? You can still fish in the shallows if you don't mind getting wet. This area is not really representative because usually my character is tall enough. This is another reason to make your character tall and slender. If your character's tall enough, you can rummage through fish gathering areas without getting wet, because it'll only go up to, like, your knees. So taller is generally better. Okay. I'm gonna find this NPC. The information is somewhere in my brain. Failing that, it is somewhere in this damn overworld. And I would rather remember than look it up. So yes, I'm being stubborn. Big surprise. Oh, it's this fucking house, isn't it? Like, I'm probably too late in the day now. Yeah, okay, so this is me being petty. I remembered. It took way too long, though. If I was being completely efficient, I would have grabbed this on the way up to the church. I have put too many damn hours in this game, and I'm gonna keep forgetting stuff that isn't even remotely important, but it will bother me. So, yeah. Oh, I can see my model freaking out, too. That's good. I could start on hard mode, but hard mode... The hard part of hard mode isn't actually hard mode itself. It's that it will screw up your build, because you get XP faster. So you might not have enough Rift Crystals to get the class change you want at the correct level. Thankfully, I'm going for an advanced vocation, but not straight up a hybrid vocation. Am I going to be petty enough that I want to restore from checkpoint? I might be. Because I think that checkpoint's actually going to be, yep, right here.
You should be abed. I wish you would not strain yourself so. I worry for you, cuz. The chief says your injury could be a curse from the dragon. If so, that's not something I know how to heal. There must be a way. You were not the only one to suffer the wrath of the worm, cuz. There were many wounded. Others, some were not so fortunate. The whole village was worried about you. They'd be well relieved to see you up and about. Perhaps you might go and see the others, if you feel well enough. You fight for this village, and here I sit with my hands at my sides. Oh, I feel so very helpless. I tremble to think what the dragon might have wrought without your brave defiance. Our village, burned to a cinder, or swept to sea like so much driftwood. We all of us appreciate your sacrifice. Praise the Maker your home was left standing. Though I am pleased to say most of the damage caused by the attack has been mended by now. We've buried our new dead at the church. Spare them a final prayer, won't you? I fear we know precious little of your condition.
Okay, this is the last one.
I only ask you not.
I don't know if I explained why, but you want to exhaust your dialogue because it will give you extra, what do they call it, affection at the end? Yeah. And the affection system of this game is somewhat awkward. It does designate who you get as your beloved, so I would say just knock that out at your leisure. There's only a handful of good choices for beloved, as far as I'm concerned. Let me think. If I could choose, I want my beloved to be one of the merchants that disappears after the late game, either Reynard or Madeline. There are benefits to having other characters as your beloved, though. Like Fornival, if you want to make sure you get the Maker's Finger, that's going to be a much more convenient place than having to go to the upper areas of the capital. And some people just want to choose their beloved for the sake of having their favorite waifu or husbando. I get it. Personally, I choose an NPC that would disappear otherwise. You know, I'm going to skip over the vast majority of the looting now. I just want to grab the quests.
I'd craft dressings for the wounded, had I the makings. If only I'd known. Cuz I need a favor. Can you fetch the flowers I need from outside the village? I need more of the one you see there. And one other sort besides. The more you can find, the better.
The more you can find, the better, but actually, there is a cap on what she'll take. Okay, so... I've already started to forget I have to run to the next goddamn quest. Ginger string bean away! There you are.
Pray a moment. I would not ask this of anyone but you, cousin. I have news for Merin. Dark news. I fear I cannot bring myself to face him. Will you go in my stead? His brother is dead.
Now, here's a funny thing, actually. If you get this quest much later in the day, you can talk to Elvar while you're still in the church.
We were fleeing the worm, and he...
They're both in there, the guy he's trying to give the news to. So he's within earshot, but you still have to deliver the quest.
I saw it. Saw him hurtling through the air. Saw him fall back to the ground. I did nothing. Just watched the poor man die. I cannot face Merin for the shame of it. He deserves to know what happened, but I... Please, please go and tell him.
I'll tell him after I kill something big.
What I can help you with?
'Tis selfish to beg a favor in such times, I know, but there is aught I would ask your help in. Might we speak a moment? Privately.
Sure,
My
Clemente,
thanks.
why not?
'Tis a sensitive matter. I would ask your discretion. In the wake of the dragon's coming, many of the villagers have come to offer prayers.
But they got lost in the tunnels under the church.
As a novice and a newcomer, I welcome the chance to be of use, but my scriptures are missing.
But you saved your little hat.
I have yet to commit the verses to memory. Without the text, I cannot offer up a proper prayer. The scriptures were secure in the chapel last I saw them. I do not wish to believe them stolen. If you come upon them, pray see them back to me. I would be ever in your debt.
Affinity, not affection. That's right. I'm used to affinity in Monster Hunter now. I don't... Capcom getting their vocab terms crossed. Queen has found her rook. And if you think you're going to get tired of the chess puns now, Bishop, please. I fucking love the name of the mark, by the way, Pawn Print. It's goddamn perfect. And you barely ever hear it. So I'm glad the community never forgets. It's goddamn adorable.
That man you were speaking with.
It's like these lobotomized humanoids are also this universe's palicos.
They come from some unknown place, just appear without a warning. They're a strange lot.
Teleportation will do that to you.
Not human, quite. They look the part, sure enough, but they lack the will, the spark, what drives us. They have no capacity to feel nor act alone, so they live as sellswords. Myrmidons, they're called.
Better than mermaidens. Or mermaider.
There's an encampment west of the village where men gather to face the dragon.
I'm thinking of Death Clock. Hang on.
I'd wager a fair number of his kind will be there as well. Why don't you take him? Might be you learn aught of why he came to you in
that dude just teleporting. You're not being racist to him. The fuck you got against pawns?
Visit the store to make sure you've ample supplies.
A pawn named Rook. Yeah, I have a lantern to start with. I have... Is that oil or water? Water. Okay. I could go to the inn and grab... It's the Dark Arisen version, so there should be at least some stuff included.
We'll not find Sunbright except by day.
How should I find you?
Are your travel...
Oh, here Benita has you picking flowers for her. Pray, just be cautious, cousin. The monsters grow bolder by night. If you must leave the village, go prepared. I do not fancy the thought of you going off on your own, but I trust in your judgment. If you come by the inn, you can always rest until the hour you wish to set out. In any case, take care. What can I do?
One interesting thing here is that tutorial dialogue where he explains the function of the inn is correlated with the quest flag for the flower gathering.
As you will.
Yeah, you do get a couple lift stones to start with. Phenol incense. Okay. I'm not going to use most of this because it throws some of the early difficulty into question. And frankly, you don't need the help. Like, unless you're playing on hard, and even then, you really don't. It would be nice to have something other than this ragged top. More magic defenses. This is more total stats, but... Now, when you encounter this item in-game, it's not even an item, really. It just gets unequipped depending on your dialogue choices. It will incorporate with other hardware, headwear. Yeah, I think I'm better off just doing the tiara to start with. Okay, so there's no eternal, what do you call it?
As you will.
Yeah, I think Vagabond is better right now than... yeah. Wing Strike, Burst Strike. I don't care about these rings right now.
As you will.
There is an argument to be made that you shouldn't put scrags, like meats or berries, into your storage until they're moldy, which seems unintuitive, but moldy before rotten. Like, moldy is the sweet spot where it will give you a bonus to whatever stat it's restoring. Also, they do keep your old clothes on you when you start off, so that's just extra weight, even if you're not planning on going to the inn.
As you will. What can I do you for? Take care now.
Okay, so all I have to start with is Blink Strike. No, it doesn't really, so that's why you need to be worried about things either going sour or moldy, making sure you have them properly.
This path should see us there.
Yeah, you can move during that sequence, but really, it doesn't quite matter.
Damn beast!
You can still keep moving here, but you can't see what you're doing because it pulls you completely the other direction.
Heather is outmatched. Shall we lend a hand?
I already fought a Chimera. Fuck off.
Quite the fighter, eh?
There you go.
That was far too close. I'm called Reynard, a traveling salesman.
You're one of my top two choices
Those
for
cannibal
Beloved.
beasts ruined my wares. But thanks to you, it was only wares I lost. I'll consider it a bargain. You have my thanks.
Why am I giving it to... Just get rid of the new flags. It's going to bother me otherwise. Equipment now. If you have a slot, you might as well keep something equipped in, unless you're very desperate for weight management.
What's that? Seems we're most likely to find what we seek near trees. This road will have us to the encampment ere much longer.
Yeah, I feel like if I was a Strider, I could have finished running most of the way to the doors. But as a fighter, you get close enough. Just don't let your stamina ever hit 0, and you should be good for regenerating it. Rift crystals are an in-game currency. You don't have to worry about those for
Stone, if memory serves. I know the way, Master. Follow me.
Now, I could just go straight for the objective, but I think there's some dialogue with Mercedes that's missable if you go straight for it.
Aught to say, sir? Are you here to enlist with the Corps? You've the stature for it, to look at you. If you've the interest to match, make it known. I cannot warrant you'll be accepted, but all are free to try. If you've the interest to match, make it known. I cannot warrant you'll be accepted, but all are free to try.
Thanks, but no thanks. Discount yeah. Where did my brain just go? Casca. Okay.
Have all you need? We are an end first and foremost, but we offer more than simple lodging. We can safeguard your belongings, or aid in learning new skills. Have your pick, any you like. Come again soon.
Discipline points are a currency you will forget about. Not quickly, but they're probably the first one you'll forget about. Yeah, my destiny awaits. I know I'm coming. Where are you looting right now? Get the fuck back here. Are you done? I can't believe you would wait to attain our destiny by looting. How dare you? How could anybody?
Well met, Arisen. Can you hear our voice?
Nope, my hair's covering my ears.
We speak to you from across great distance. The Pawn Legion has awaited you. Pray, forgive this strange and impersonal greeting.
Why do you have to zoom in on my ass? It's good thing I have a cape.
Rift serves as a gate. It connects our kind to your world.
And suspect camera angles.
It opens to the Arisen, for they possess a will powerful enough to guide the Legion. If you would claim to be among the Arisen, prove the strength of your resolve.
Sure, I'll rise to the occasion.
Very well. Then we shall guide you in your trial. If you are an Arisen in truth, this humble task will prove no obstacle. The Arisen must possess the valor to stand against all threats, and the power to quell them. A tireless spirit of self-improvement grants the strength to lead the Legion. Pray, show it now.
Okay, that should create a checkpoint.
A rift stone. A strange power emanates from within.
There we go.
The beast comes! Hurry!
And I'm going to be honest with you, this is a point where I'm not worried about the difficulty, but I might be resetting just out of pure petty bullshit, because there's a breakable part on this monster, and I want it. Oh wait, I missed the quest board. Yes, that is what I'm resetting for. It's like, you got a teaser, there's a Cyclops. It's one of the most common big enemies you're going to encounter in the franchise. But, yeah. Save scumming is my religion. I will abuse it.
Shall we search the area?
There may be prowling monsters about.
Now, I don't remember if I had to check this before talking to the Riftstone, but I don't think it despawned any quests here.
All ready for battle?
Yeah, you keep going. Can you enter this area early? No. But I think the guy that gets you into it with his quest, he is spawned ahead of time. I can't remember where. Oh well. I've got my quests. Now let's get us a Cyclops Tusk. Since I should have full health, I can just ask Rick for help, and his default response is phone checks. Opening. Gotta start climbing.
They hold the advantage.
Come on, climb to the face. You can do it. I believe in you. Not the armpit, the face. Yeah, against my better judgment, I'm actually going to restore to a checkpoint because I want that tusk. Do I want it that badly?
Was a close break, that.
I mean, at least I got a Cyclops eye.
To the encampment.
Oh, come! You carried that right into me. That's on you.
Man claims the sea is mother to all life. This pond sees only water.
Let's see where it puts that checkpoint.
We've arrived, Master.
Okay, that's good. I can even check for the quest board, the bounties. Make sure I'm not missing any quests from talking with Stone first.
If memory serves, I know the way, Master. Follow me.
Yeah, you don't miss out on any of these bounty board quests by talking with Stone first. Not at a glance. You're the one, I think.
I am tired.
No. I might just be blind. Or dumb. Probably both.
Have all you need? We are an end first and foremost, but we offer more than simple lodging. We can safeguard your belongings, or aid in learning new skills. Have your pick, any you like. Come again soon.
I think there's something else around here I can loot. The journal page doesn't spawn, I don't think, or it's not reachable until... What is it? Yeah, I think the flag is for the Hydra, so I can't get the quest item I'm thinking of here. Not yet. There might be some generic loot, but not really worth it. Nope, you're not a ringer for the one from the prologue. I'm getting my memory mixed up.
What to say, sir? Are you here to enlist with the Corps? You've the stature for it to look at you. If you've the interest to match, make it known. I cannot warrant you'll be accepted, but all are free to try.
Thank you, Discount Casca. Casca. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Well met, Arisen. Can you hear our voice?
Yeah.
We speak to you from across great distance. The Pawn Legion has awaited you. Pray, forgive this strange and impersonal greeting. This rift serves as a gate. It connects our kind to your world.
Let it finish panning so it doesn't just snap at the neck. It still snapped anyway.
Opens to the Arisen, for they possess a
Maybe I should
will
look into
powerful
more
enough to guide the Legion. If you would claim to be among the Arisen, prove the strength of your resolve. Very well. Then we shall guide you in your trial. If you are an Arisen in truth, this humble task will prove no obstacle. The Arisen must possess the valor to stand against all threats, and the power to quell them. A tireless spirit of self-improvement grants the strength to lead the Legion. Pray, show it now.
A riftstone. Strange power emanates from within. Shall we search the area?
Search is a strong word.
The beast comes! Hurry!
I think there might be one more quest on the bounty board. I couldn't remember if it was 5 or 6.
There may be prowling monsters about.
I can see nothing on there, so yeah, I guess it is 5. Okay. Time to make the donuts. I'm just gonna go straight for climbing him. Doing damage to the legs. He's already at low enough health. I want that goddamn tusk. The ivory trait cannot be allowed to die. Which, you know, at that stage, if you got it, I'll take it. Okay, let him run. Oh, that was my own shit. Going down. You can't tell which direction I'm aiming at. I do want to go for the top, though. This is one thing that the climbing system still hasn't figured out how to account for. There we go. Grab hold of him. I want that toss. Give it to me. Where am I climbing? I can't even see myself. It's so muddy and brown. I'm gonna quit without saving because I want that damn tusk. The wind is pushing me to do some stupid shit. Surprising no one. I still want it. I would much rather be doing this as a strider, I gotta tell ya. Because you can get part breaks with archery.
There may be prowling monsters about.
Yeah, okay. I want that tusk. And I don't care if I'm using the wrong kind of character to do it. I still want it. Nope, I thought I could... You know what? I'm not gonna dignify that with trying to heal up. I'm just gonna reset. Oh, God. Okay. You repugnant fiend, I am the Tooth Fairy, and I am getting what I came for. Go on. Guess I'm swinging out of your system. Climb up, woman!
There's a troubling foe.
Rook, you stupid motherfucker!
I'll steal his head. Snatch up any tusks you
There
break
you
free.
go. This time it fell backwards, okay. What am I grabbing?
I'll grab hold of it. I'll grab its leg before it's iron. I'll climb to its head.
There we
It's
go.
fallen. Now,
Really?
attack.
It has 1 HP left. It's gonna die in the fire. That's hilarious. Okay, I got the Cyclops kill I wanted. That Palpatine is going back to Pal World. Okay, I'll take back the health, sure. I'm gonna level soon anyway. I did not knock over your pot that time. That was on you, wherever you were. The fun part here is when you get a misshapen eye, but you get multiple of them from the Cyclops. It's like a Cyclops with multiple eyes. A Biclops? Yeah. And there's the rugged tusk. Completely worth the effort, not at all. But still.
We've done as asked. Let us go and give word of it. Set out from here, and we'll be on the path to Grand.
And for my pawn, I'm gonna make my pawn a mage, but honestly, in order to min-max her magic, I'm gonna have to level her from 11 to 200 as a sorcerer. So I will need to get another mage as backup.
Shall we search the area?
Do you have anything to say after that?
Aught to say, sir?
No.
We can safeguard your belongings or aid in learning new skills. Have your pick. Any you like. What will it be today? What will it be today? Have your pick. Any you like. Come again soon.
With that, your trial is complete. You are the Arisen in truth, proven beyond any doubt. Now, I bid you select a companion for the journey ahead. They shall serve you, and you alone, to share in your hardships, and aid you in every endeavor.
Yeah, and some people with their pawns, they ship hard, so... okay. Time to pull up this bullshit again. And then I can turn off the capture card and try to see if that makes my model perform less garbage. Okay. Bring that back up. Bring that back up. Okay. Umbroth, I go with the dragon, which feels fitting because of how much we're hunting after the dragon in particular. I'll start with the basic build anyway. For voice type 1. More detailed edits, please. Thank you. Fuck, but still not as pale as the main character. Take them down a peg. Spacing, I think I go default spacing. And then brow color, just gotta match that. Maybe a little darker. A little darker. Nose type 5. Default on position for size. Default. Yeah. No modifiers on the mouth. And for this one, I do go Elven Ears. And I'll probably go Elven for my pawn when I get to Dragon's Dogma 2 later this year. Bring those forward a little. I do generally go for the same body type, but not exact matches between my my pawn and my rover. Max tall. Gotta make some kind of difference. Weight, medium. Skin is already set. Build. Go a little bit more buff. Just a little. Bust size. Take that down a peg. Torso. Torso 3. Shoulders are a little broader, yeah. Balances out the rest of the sizes. Okay, legs. Legs 11. Stance. I think I go more imposing here. Strangely enough, I was talking about how this would be more for a physically tanky class that posing, but this is actually what I do, and once Umbaroth is done leveling as a sword, she's just pure mage. Yeah, Scar 5, so that matches with the head of me a little. Yeah, I do nothing for the wrinkles on my pawn or my Arisen. For my makeup, I do 6 here? No, I do 8. Color adjustment, this is just review, pretty much. Okay. Same, 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 same. Yeah, okay. I think we might actually be good here. Does that look like it all matches? Now, I'm not sure if that's the graphical fidelity of the PC version. It looks like there's more definition on the torso. Could just be my eyes betraying me. Oh. Okay. I'm going to look at the torso again, because that's going to bother me. Torso 3. Torso 3, yeah. And my build is the same, right? Musculature... Yeah, it's not showing any changes, so I think that's all correct. Okay. So yeah, this character is a bit heavier and a bit taller, just for the sake of added durability. It does help with your posture a bit when you're using a soft class like a mage. Other than that, though, I'm actually going to just hide the capture card, which means I have to crash the game, briefly. Going to hide the capture card, so I can close out of my PlayStation. Because I can't remember if it's showing my real name or my username. So I have to hide that just briefly. Don't worry. And I'll put the PlayStation in sleep mode. And now I can close out of that cap. Jesus, I've been going 2 hours? damn near 2 hours. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to close out the capture card. And it looks like things are still working. My model actually feels more responsive. So, God, the capture card was doing it that badly. Okay. Note for future self. You can either run a game locally, or you can run the capture card. Not both. I've only got so much CPU to go around. I think that was a CPU bottleneck. Or, I'm guessing a CPU bottleneck. I'll keep running with that for the time being. For now, though, now we can actually play the game. I forgot the goddamn questions! Where's my medicants? Yeah, careful prep. Yeah, call for reinforcements is actually higher than rescuing comrades in danger. Okay, because I'm worried about getting Medicant, even though I'm only going to be using them as a mage until level 10. I would rather have Medicant set up. Umbaroth is a mage.
Our fealty is sworn to you, Arisen. From this day, the Legion's men called pawns live and die by your command.
Back in rags with rusted weapons. And this opening, too, just... It feels like I'm back in 2012. Or considering the amount of min-maxing, probably more like 2013. So yeah, considering the side quest I'm about to do, I should probably make sure I have... yeah. And none of the quests have been broken yet, so I can... Yeah, okay. I'm going to get another pawn, because there's a side quest immediately coming that will require you have 4 of them. And you see I have a currency, Rift Crystals. If I want to, I could hire pawns that are higher level than me, but as long as you're going to equal to or lower than your own level, the pawns are free. And if the person is on your friends list, the Arisen who owns the pawn, they're also free. Thankfully, you don't have to pay for Rook, but he's always going to be level 6. So when you get him the second turn around, he's also level 6. I'm really not going to have that many options to start with. Phoenix versus Leicester. They both look ridiculous. Hang on, Coral. Biting Wind. I think I would rather have Scarlet Kisses. Would I rather have Biting Kisses or... Scarlet Kisses or Biting Wind? Jesus. You can also dismiss pawns from here if you want to... I'm getting the X on the Y backwards, goddamn. So that you can fine-tune what you're picking from. You know, I'm just gonna run with Phoenix. The dude looks like he needs the work.
Yes, Arisen? I am honored to travel with you.
And whenever I get ready to replace Rook, then I will hire from the overworld.
Is everything in order, Master?
Even though I'm not really planning to use him past this opening section, I like having him as a favorite. It reminds you where you come from, you know? Actually, no, if I get to level 6, I'll probably replace the, Phoenix.
Ah, a master and his pawn, is it? You'll be quite the force, come the day you learn to fight as one. Mind you, that is a skill better honed in practice than in the heat of mortal combat. I can help in that regard, should you wish it.
Okay, definitely better than Mortal Kombat, although I'm more of a Mortal Kombat than a Street Fighter person. Oh, you can walk away from this quest right now, but I'd rather just get it done.
The men of the Enlistment Corps never turn away the eager. We are ready to begin. Are you? Let me be clear from the outset. I'm a harsh master, whoever the pupil. You'll complete 3 forms of training in sequence. Each serves to hone a different quality. You'll need more than raw muscle here. If you find a task too difficult to manage, you might reconsider your party. There are other pawns here. You can choose among them if you care to. The first task is carrying freight. Haul the lot of them before my count ends. You're free to choose your company, but this is a task too great for just one person. Many hands lighten any load, as they say. Now, get to it. We'll begin as soon as you're prepared. Just give the word. Your task is to haul all of the freight before my count ends. Get to it.
Okay, I think I usually go for one of these ones in the rear with the ladder. Depends on what my pawns run for.
Deadline draws near, sir.
What the hell, Rook?
We must hurry. There's no time.
Enough!
That better have counted. Rook, why the fuck did you follow me up the damn ladder?
Well done. Meet each challenge with that vigor, and you'll make for a fine warrior afore long. Next is combat training. You'll face my Scarecrow army here. Destroy them before my count ends. A large group will be of help again, but you must choose your companions wisely.
And this is why you'd want Biting Wind, or basically
the
some other
thing
kind of
is
dash
less
for anyone who's not a
effective
ranger.
than using a very
Although,
approach.
Strider,
Choose
Ranger
well.
already, yeah, okay.
We'll begin as soon as you're prepared. You'll set about destroying scarecrows this time. Get them all before my count ends. To arms!
Is that all you have for me? Deadline draws near, sir.
Force alone will trouble me.
We must hurry. There's no time. We have triumphed.
Enough!
The AI requires quite a bit more eye, but that's why they're your pawns. You
With
train
that
them.
vigor, and you'll make for a fine warrior afore long. Right then. Finally, You'll be destroying more scarecrows, but don't expect a repeat.
Yeah, some of them are
last.
range only, some of them are
There are
melee.
2 sorts of scarecrow, each with
Are
its
they
own
range only or
weakness.
magic only?
One falls only to steel and brute force, the other only to magic.
We should really make our armor out of the ones that are only falling to magic.
If you're not
Just
mindful
saying.
of how you attack them,
That would solve
you'll
half of
fail.
our problems.
Strike fast and strike hard. Vary your party and your tactics until you find success.
So half
Use your
magic,
head.
half not.
We'll begin as soon as you're prepared. Just, well, it's back to the scarecrows for your last lesson. Destroy them all before my count ends.
How about what I'm aiming at?
Scarecrow's weak to blows. I'll sell it with a spell.
The deadline draws near, sir. We must hurry. There's no time.
Your pawns are still dumb as a sack of potatoes.
Enough! That's the fastest I've ever seen it done. And on a task fit to challenge even a seasoned warrior.
I feel like your metal gloves clapping should be more of a thunk thunk thunk.
Well done! You've completed your training. See now the difference well-selected partners can make. Yes, no doubt, no doubt. You'll learn the rest from actual combat. If you have trouble, examine your party.
I feel more familiar with this quest now.
Okay, my vocation's starting to rank up. I'm not expecting to max any of my vocations except for Mystic Knight and Sorcerer, at least for a while. Okay. Wait, are you a warrior?
Hello.
Oh, you're level 11. Okay.
Can I help you? Then I bid you farewell.
Hello. Can I help you? Then I bid you farewell.
Yeah, I should probably wait to do the local recruiting until I'm a higher level, just because it will be annoying.
If you find never a pleasure, it may behoove you to just.
We are unbreakable.
I've learned of this area.
Oh, the pawns are so chatty. Why?
Hi there. Been some time, hasn't it? Enough time to become well famous in your case. The Arisen. 'Tis the second coming of Duke Dragonsbane, I dare say. I like it, friend. I like it well. Now, let us talk of business. You'd be a fool not to have a look at my wares.
I'm not really going to bother enhancing just yet. I do have some gold. I could probably afford better gear. Why is that not... My right button's not working. I'm trying to... Oh, wait. I'm tabbed in. Okay. Would I rather... Yeah, I think a Scholar's Bangle for her. She's already using leather shoes, right? I'm more worried about my pawn's defenses than my own. Is there anything else I can afford that would be good?
Now, let us talk of business. You'd be a fool not to have a look at my wares. Pray, call again soon.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere until we proceed with the main quest further. So, if I change my mind, I can talk to him, or there's other people. Are you going to say you learned about this area yet, or do I have to... Oh, wait, you can get that chest. Where did I think it was that would only be unlocked? Whatever.
Seems the soldiers meet their
Do not talk to Discount Casca until you're ready to proceed with the main quest. There's a lot you can miss.
We can safeguard your
Do jump like a lemming.
or aid in learning new skills.
Not just because I do it.
Any you like.
It makes sense completely. Yep.
What will it be today?
Probably don't really want to learn any skills yet, because I'm only going to stay a fighter till level 10. I think I am going to be good on discipline points, though. I'm going for an advanced vocation, but not a hybrid. So, what is that? I think 1,000? I should be good, yeah.
What will it be today? Have your pick. Any you like. What will it be today? What will it be today? Have your pick. Any you like. Come again soon.
Thank you, Phoenix. You're always right. Now, was that one thing from earlier, the proc I was thinking of? The cutscene with, what's his name? Not Palpatine? I'm trying to think if I'm missing any triggerable cutscenes. It's not a big one or anything, it's you watch him walk away again. So, yeah, I think they might have changed the trigger on that one, from what I remember.
Well...
And now that I have my pawn, it's a lot easier to justify random bouts of combat because we both need our discipline points.
I've learned of this area.
Good for you.
Many plants grow in the shade of tall trees or in dense woods.
Okay, you can have the rock.
Some small foe lurks ahead of us.
Just wait. We'll see your weakness.
Many plants grow in the shade of tall trees or in dense woods.
Thank you for that. I didn't mean to pick him up. Okay. I usually like to take all of the perishables because my pawns would just use them up at random. I think we need, was it 1 or 2 more?
Monsters arisen! Ready
Goblins hate fire!
Most things do. On a case-by-case basis.
What of the flower, Heartmaster? We mustn't keep her waiting.
Monsters arisen! Ready yourself!
We also need rabbit eyes. Where's this goblin? I hear, but I don't see.
Strength in numbers, Arisen.
Who knows what lies in wait? Proceed with caution.
What's this?
Yeah, the pawn's curiosity is a mixed bag. Like, if they're ever holding a mixed flask and find anything that can fill it, they will fill it. Doesn't matter if it makes sense or not.
Plants of all kind grow with the
That was hardly a warning.
We have triumphed.
Sure, heal, we gotta heal, whatever. The healing system getting a big change up in DD2 is going to be something else. Because they're talking about how basically the more damage you take, it's not just something that applies to pawns anymore. Your max health will be reducible unless you're using the camp system.
Share these roads with
flowers which bloom
How many rabbits was it for that quest? Did I already finish it? Yeah, I already finished it. Okay. Seabirds are going to be a pain in the ass because I don't have a ranged option.
What's this?
I mean, I can try for seabirds, but I'm not betting on it right now. Not at this stage.
We all search the shore by night for moon. Take care, Arisen. Sea monsters prowl the shoreline.
Yeah. That went about as well as expected, i.e. not at all. If you come back to the shoreline at night, you're going to have goblins. It could be worse, could be better. This is one addition I'm glad they made in the Dark Arisen re-release. So you can just teleport back to your hometown freely.
Is it not, Arisen?
Gather what you can, then we'll go in. Is that it? Alright.
Ah, the venerable Arisen returns. Are you come
What
to
do you
lead
want,
the
Sheev?
pawns in a quest to slay the dragon? those equivocal husks. Will or nill, the Arisen is always drawn to the dragon, as puppets strung in fate's own thread. Many have come before you, eager to stand tall atop the grand capstone of worldly truth that is the dragon. Arrogance. The dragon is ever born anew into the world, and with it too, the Arisen. All Arisen seek out the dragon, but lucky are the few who attain an audience with the beast, while yet they live. Ours is a weak, fragile world, and little within it is more frail than man.
I mean, you're not rocking the Cyclops look as well as my pawn.
In yon encampment, they gather up their knights and hire.
She took the scar, though.
They think to grow their numbers and hunt the dragon. But they shall soon learn their lot will e'er
I sure
be
wish my
as
Arisen knew how to
prey.
talk so it could warn everybody that this obvious supervillain is walking around with way too much information. Just to think.
Seems we're most likely to find what we seek near trees.
Gives me chills just to think of it. Ah! I didn't. I mean, no excuse, cousin. I hid in the well for fear of the dragon. Let me tell you this. You'd be wise to keep your distance from that pit. I was too craven to venture far. And lucky thing, a queer growl echoed back with the sound of water from further in. There's aught down there. Mark my words. I could feel it, I could. Do not see me going back down there to find out what... What? You mean to go down there? You're a right hero. Here, if you're set on going, take this with you. It should have some use to it left. I'll not soon forget your bravery, cousin. Pray, just come back alive.
Something
Is everybody fully healed? Good.
about this well seems wrong. We'll not find sunbright except by day. It will be easier
I've
going
learned of
searching
this area.
now.
Are your travel preparations complete?
This is a fine bit of fortune you've come into. Come to Grand Soren with riches in mind, instead find only cravens cowed by dragon fear. The streets are chaos, my goods ruined or lost. Oh, I know you. You took up steel and drove the dragon from Cassidus, yes? I heard about that. And of course you know me. I come here now and again to restock my wares. You do recall me, yes? Madeline? Finest peddler in all Grancis? Ravishing beauty of legend and song? Madeline. Well, no matter. I've bigger problems.
Like trying to redeem me thinking you're one of the better beloved options. It's better to have you as a merchant than to not have anything at all, but,
These are dark days, so terrible as to drive even I to the brink of tears. And yet, just when I need the aid of one both clever and strong, you arrive. Truly, fortune means us to partner together. Don't you agree?
ordinarily I'd think not, but you're easy XP as long as you do it the first day.
Only a fool could mistake the
Well, you're
thread of
very
destiny
easy the
was
first day.
linked.
You're still easy every other time.
You will be my savior true, and after me, the world entire. And with that, we must be off. I trust you know of the encampment outside the village. I must travel there with all speed, but the wilds are perilous of late. Would you see me there safely?
Yeah, sure. Let's get a move on, lady. Sun's getting low. I'd rather do this before dark, because if you do this at night on the first day, wolves. If you do this while it's still daybreak on the first day, then...
We best make haste.
Why do you need healing already?
We share the anytime there is guardsmen and other folk.
She's gonna get distracted by shiny objects.
You give your back to monsters.
Aha, gold!
If you don't do this on the first day, bandits.
Now there's
Because
a
there's obviously a goddamn trap. Either bandits or goblins or something. So just get this done, get it out of the way.
Seems we're most likely to find what we seek near trees.
Hold a moment. There's art here.
Stop looting. That's my job.
Endeavor to be ever calm. Bide your time.
Do you want me to hate you or something?
Now there's a fine treat.
I should just carry her instead of encampment.
Goblin!
Hold a moment. There's art.
Take my fire!
The shadows crawl.
It's not really necessary.
My kind grows
What's
better
this?
to serve the more we learn.
And once we're done with Madeline, it should be night, so we should be able to get the moon glow.
Aha, gold.
Why?
The Duke would
Now
stand to
there's a
commission
fine
some new
treat.
roads.
Get over here.
Well sturdy, this place.
And all thanks goes to your fine work. We'd best be inside, don't you think?
Oh, and this is another good reason I shouldn't have used any of my gold earlier, and thankfully I didn't. Because she's gonna ask for a handout. I forget what it is, a K?
This may sound untoward, but have you aught in the way of coin? Please, I must make for the capital, but times are dark and my purse light.
So, we were her bodyguard, and she's not even paying us.
It's a terrible curse being poor. Times are it takes all I have just to keep the tears back.
Your hair is worth more than all my armor.
Will you spare some gold? I would repay you, of course. At some point. Most likely. I am so very much in love with you at this moment. A woman's heart is a dangerous creature, but you know well how to...
How many other people are gonna get fleeced out of that?
Oft has it
Just
been
off of
said,
a
poor
fickle
man
nicety.
is a happy one. I have never found this to be true. If ever fortune
Oh, and my
ceases
avatar's
to
broken again.
and me to setting up my shop, you must come visit. I shall even give you a discount.
Hey, Iva. I'm sorry, I'm just noticing the chat right now. I'm paying too much attention to the game and not enough to the people.
You'll find naught but the finest
I'm missing
wares.
part of the point of streaming. I'm sorry. Is it worth it for a tunic right now? It is an upgrade. Yeah, sure, I'll take some baleful nails, too. Clothing, armor, this is part of the system that it took me a while to get, but once you do, it's intuitive enough. Do I want anything for Umbaroth as well? No. There's no point in getting throat cutters or a short bow. Or, I'm gonna go ranger soon. Maybe the throat cutters? Maybe. I'm gonna need daggers, yeah.
You'll find naught but the finest wares here.
I feel more familiar with this quest now.
We are a vagabond people, born in a drifting world. We come from the rift.
We can safeguard your belongings, or aid in learning new skills. Have your pick, any you like. What will it be today? What will it be today?
What's it? I'm thinking of the Eternal Port Stone, or Port Crystal, or whatever it is. The thing that lets you infinitely fast travel. You get it right out of the gate if you have a Dragon's Dogma base version save, and then you import it into Dark Arisen. Unfortunately, that was not an option for things like the Dark Arisen port to PC, because they just went straight to Dark Arisen. There was no base Dragon's Dogma. Same thing with PS4, Xbox One, and Switch versions, I think. For the record, I own at least one copy of every version of the game. That released in North America, let me clarify. Is my avatar crashing? Or no, it's moving, okay. Yeah, I have base and Dark Arisen for PS3 and 360, so I'm counting that as 4, not 2. I have PC, which I'm currently playing, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. I have 8 copies of Dragon's Dogma. Can you tell it's in my top 10 favorite games of all time? I like to put my money where my mouth is. If I enjoy it, I want to support it. Yeah, that should be good for now. Okay.
What will it be today? Have your pick. Come again soon.
And if you don't want to go to an inn, you can use a rift stone, just enter and exit, in order to quickly refresh your checkpoint. So I'm going to actually dismiss both of them, I think.
Is everything in order, Master? May our paths cross again.
Yeah, I'm going to dismiss both of them so I can get something from local
Is everything in order, Master? May our paths cross again.
And I don't know what I'm going to get yet, so it could be a mage or it could be Strider. For the time being, I would like a Strider or a Ranger, and I need a mage. Because Umbroth is not going to be a mage for much longer.
A rift stone. A strange power emanates from within.
Well met, sir.
We are a vagabond people, born in a... Hello. Can I help you? Then I bid you farewell.
Hello. Can I help you? Then I bid you farewell.
I really should be waiting to do this local recruiting until later, but it might still work.
Hello. Can I help you?
Sure.
I am honored to travel with you.
And I'll get the last one from inside of Port Crystal, or Riftstone. Yeah, you'll do.
Yes, Arisen. I am honored to
At least you have
with
a full shirt. Much better than the last Strider I had. Okay. I'm gonna equip my lantern now so I don't forget, even though I do have time before it's proper night.
A rift stone. A strange power emanates from within.
And once you enter the zone versus... I'm pretty sure that's how the threshold works on it. Entering the zone at night changes the spawns, so... Like, if you came here after it had already met the threshold for nighttime, then there would be multiple goblin ambushes on the main road, and it would also spawn flaming wreckage with more goblins down by the shore. I don't think they'd be a threat or anything, it's just inconvenient when all I want is to get the moon glow.
fiends. Stay watchful. Light will pass through here.
The roads are safer than the brush, but still, we'd best stay wary.
Do not become so lost in your search you give your back to monsters, Arisen.
I had more time than I thought, I guess. Is there any other quest I can do right now? Because I can do the seabirds soon. Once I convert to a ranger, I can do the seabirds no problem. I can't remember if the moon glow will spawn if we're too close to it.
This stretch of road is called the Manamia Trail.
Yeah, you can see the stars, but it's still got a little too much light in the sky. Once your pawn turns on their lantern, that's the best indicator to surefire know whether or not it's technically night. Just make sure you have a lantern in their inventory, and they'll automatically equip it when necessary. Either in the dark, or just at night. Stars does not automatically equal night. There is a bit of an overlap.
Perhaps we'll find ore among the crags that litter this place.
Once you take out your lantern, then I know we're good to go. Come on. Okay.
We ought search by day and night. They say the moon glow blooms at night where the sea breeze blows.
The rocks here may hold ore. I'll take that.
I feel like it might not spawn it because I was too close when the day-to-night transition happened. Oh, there it is. Okay.
I'll take that.
No, it's just my lantern out. Could be worse. Is that shallow enough I could have just walked? Okay. And another good thing is, if your lantern goes out because you got soaked, you just have to put it away and then relight it. You could also use a clean cloth, you have other options, but really, all we're talking about here is a brief bit of light. So, make your own judgment call. What's worth it? I do not have a pickaxe yet. And there's one more place we can get Moonglow.
Take care, Arisen. Sea monsters prowl.
Might as well turn in the quest before I grab it. Might as well.
seems we're most like to find what we seek near trees.
Thy kind knows neither death nor age. 'Tis likely one reason humans shun us. Why not avail yourself of the inn to rest a while?
Now, if you're in the mood for a challenge, you just go straight to Bitter Black Isle after the Cyclops. I don't know if I'm gonna do that, like, maybe. Oh wait, I put away all the sunbright. How much do I need? I think it was 5.
Oh, here, Benny. I do not. If you, what can I do you for? As you will. As you will. What can I do you for? Take care now.
The injured will die without those flowers.
The wounded need medicine, cousin. Pray bring the flowers for the compound quick as you can. The mixture calls for 2 types of flowers. Speak to the others for more word on that. I ask you this favor because I trust you, good Fisher. I know you'll not leave these people to suffer. Ah, brought the rest of them, have you? My thanks, cousin. All that remains is to find some moon glow. A pinch mixed with these will make a fine medicine.
I feel more familiar with this quest now.
The wounded need medicine, cousin. Pray bring the flowers for the compound quick as you can. The mixture calls for 2 types of flowers. I ask you this favor because I trust you, good Fisher.
I was already ready for it.
That's
but,
the
yeah,
one!
the way the quest progression works.
Found it.
You really had to impale yourself, didn't you?
Moonglow has grown rare in these
She's good at
parts
handling
of
wood
late.
down her throat.
'Tis a relief
All
to
around
see
it, in
it.
fact.
Good! That's the both of them. In
Don't you
truth,
think
I
the
am
camera angles in
surprised to
anime
see
are
them
sorta
got so
weird?
quickly. I'll get to work directly. With luck, we'll have everyone back to healthy ere long.
There you go, that's better.
'Tis your doing, cousin. I fear there's little I can offer you in thanks. Save this. Pray, take it. Now, to make some medicine.
I've gained quest knowledge.
Good for you, Jace. Can I get into the house for turning in that other quest? Or is it locked this time of night?
Are you certain we ought to enter someone's home unbidden?
No, he's not here. I love your pawn questioning the RPG logic, but still being absolutely brain dead. He's not in the house.
It seems the dragon left.
I'm trying to remember where else he could be. The shop should be closed? Oh, okay.
Oh, hello. What's this about the pawns? Can't say as I favor their lot much. I only wish I had more to offer.